Solo hardcore mode is one of the hardest challenges in TDS, and you know what? Why don't I do it? That's what I thought, at least, at the very end of 2023 when I first seriously tried to solo hardcore. I've made 3 videos with it in the past now, and in the last one I said, I'm not gonna stop until I beat it. I said that 5 months ago, but now I've decided that I'm gonna beat it, and in the past I've been using my own strategies, but this time around I decided just no. Souls made a strategy guide to beat hardcore, so I figured, I'd just follow it, and yeah, that's how I got here. I beat solo hardcore, and here's how it happened. Technically, I didn't start with this soul strategy. I actually started by doing one by myself. It was really scuffed though, so we'll just pretend that one didn't happen. The strategy is actually quite simple. You get a level 0 brawler on the first wave, you get 2 level 2 engineers to deal with the hiddens, and then you start placing level 2 brawlers. On wave 24, you set your brawlers to strongest to stall out these 2 mega slows, and then there's wave 25, which is one of the most feared waves in the history of hardcore. This strategy is actually quite easy. You just leave all your brawlers on strongest and they can handle it on their own. Once you're finished all your brawlers, you get all your engineers to level 3, and then during this period you get to pass through a few enemies such as, the guy with the shield that doesn't work, or the rushers that are incredibly slow, or like giant bosses for some reason. I don't know, most of that's just free money. There's no problems up until wave 30. On this wave, you need to have a max engineer to kill the Gravedigger, but if you get it like too late, you're gonna have a lot of trouble with it because of its spawns and all that. So overall, it can be a bit problematic. On this run it wasn't. In the future it did cause a few issues, but most of the time it's usually pretty fine, but it's the first somewhat difficult wave. From this point until the last wave, it's honestly fairly easy. You gotta get your max engineers down, then you get a merc base, and in the future I deviated a little bit from the strategy, but for now you get your merc base, you get your accelerators, you get your brawlers, and then you get your cryos. That's it. And then you're on wave 50 is easily the hardest part of this challenge, because most of the early game is honestly fairly easy. You need the right combination of both luck and skill to come out on top, and on my first run I didn't have any skill, bro. I'm looking at this goddamn, what the hell am I doing? I killed the Vindicators out here. There's a bunch of brawlers just sitting in the corner. Micro faster, you idiot. My second attempt, I realized that I actually had to lock in. Doing so, I actually watched Souls' Wave 50 video because the first run I had been watching it at the same time, but now I watch it ahead of time, so I actually knew where to put my towers on Wave 50. And doing that, it got me a lot closer with the right placements and the right towers and the right micro and the right stuff on my merc base. By the way, I just started watching this back. Can you talk about how good of a summon this is, bro? This is amazing. I got it down to around 70k health before I died. My third run, I changed it up a little bit. I brought Pursuit instead of Accelerator because I was like, I can't get stunned, so maybe it's better. I don't know. I started using it, and it did make the Vindicators a lot easier, but overall it doesn't have as much DPS. My third run was actually my closest one yet, dropping it down to about 28k health before it killed me. In the fourth round, I can't even lie, bro. The Void Reaver cooked me. He got that frame perfect counter with the stomp. At the very end here, look, I summoned my Riot Guards to do around 20k damage to him. And look at this perfect stomp. The second they touch the ground, it's just boom, they all die. That was, Loki, he's kind of cracked for that. I can't lie. The 5th round is the first time I started doing like unit stacking, where you just get like a ton of different either grenadiers or riflemen or whatever just to stack up and do an insane amount of damage. Just pretty effective at killing the Vindicators, which like is really helpful for early hardcore rounds. And yeah, so in this run, the first time I used it, it led me to go back to Accelerator because I realized I didn't need Pursuit. My 6th run, I think, genuinely was very winnable because I had like a ton of riflemen stacked up. If you look at it, there's a ridiculous amount. But I had a really scuffed micro. I somehow managed to open up my emote menu. Like, I just fumbled it. This one should have been a win. I got good enough RNG to where he didn't stomp, but somehow, I microed my accelerators way too late, and 2, I sold a Merc base somehow, which, yeah, that isn't an accelerator, so that didn't work out for me. Overall, that one kind of sucked. It got down to 18,000 health, and it's, 6 attempts in so far, so honestly, I'm pretty happy with how much progress I've been making. Round 7 was just kind of scuffed in general. I got stun locked by my emote button again, which, by the way, I think I gotta move that. Honestly, I'm gonna do that right now. Like, it's something that's happened in the past, me using my emote button. I don't know why, but it happened again on this run, and I kind of just stared at it for a few seconds. Overall, the micro was scuffed in general, so it was just a lost run. So it's been, what, like 7 attempts so far? Here's my 8th one. I'll just show it to you. It was a pretty good one, I would say. Oh my god, no way. I got a Molotov. Let's fucking go, dude.
Kevin, I was at the supermarket and I found seedless mangoes.
Seedless mangoes.
Mango has one seed. Why do you need a
Yeah,
seedless
why do you
mango?
need a seedless
There's
mango,
no-
bro?
There's no thing in the middle, bro. It's so good.
How does that? They probably removed that like manually.
Yeah,
No, like the skin is not even like penetrated.
I think you win.
I don't think I win. If I get a bad
Well,
stomp, I lose.
Yeah, I also found some seedless lychee, so I bought it.
Nietzsche?
Same.
I sell a murder
guys,
base, what the fuck?
guys.
Don't stomp, don't do it. Yeah!
Wait,
Hey.
Let's
Wait.
go!